Good morning. It's coffee talk. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to jump on here, make it short, I hope, and talk about something that I think is really important, but difficult to talk about because sometimes, sometimes it gets into feeling vulnerable. So just a ponder, right? We're just pondering. So I'm specifically thinking about the habit video or the webinar I did last week. And if you haven't seen it, Empowering Women One Habit at a Time, I highly recommend it. It just breaks down what is the science of habits. It breaks down how much of our lives are unconscious. It breaks down how to be able to use the habits in our lives in order to keep us moving in the direction that we want to go in. And I wanted to jump on and continue with that idea here today. That if you want to see that Empowering Women One Habit at a Time webinar, let me know and I'll send it to you and you can check it out. But the reason I wanted to jump on here today is I've had a couple of coaching calls with clients in the last few days, and we feel victimized by our life. We feel like life is happening to us so much. And much of my life felt that way too. It's like, I can't get ahead. I'm being held back. I'm trapped. I'm stuck. Those feelings of just not being able to do it. Recently in our life, my son's work, the restaurant here in our neighborhood that he works in, burned down. It just burned down, and he loved this job. And it was just like, poof, gone one day. And this idea of like, wow, these things really happen, right? These things just go away. They just happen. And now I'm like stranded without a job again. Life does this, right? Life does this to us. But how we see it, how we react to it is really what I want to talk about here today. Okay. So in the habit webinar, I talked about 45% of our lives are unconscious, right? 45%, that's half of our lives almost, where we are living in just habit loops, just unconscious. This is what I do. This is what I think. This is what I say. This is what I do. This is what I think. This is what I say, over and over and over and over and over, unless we are mindfully being aware. What did I say that for? Why am I even doing this today when I don't want it? Like mindful awareness, right? By first of all, acknowledging you have this loop. We all do as human beings. We have this unconscious loop. We know that the dip of the brain, right, is comparable to when we're sleeping. So we could literally say we're sleeping through half of our lives. Well, as life goes, right, as things just poof, go away and people pass and the next level opens, as things start to just go your way, or not go your way, go the way, not your way, you start to let go of the reins and now you're just on a ride. And the older you get, the more your arthritis, starts to bother you, the more your relationship starts to deteriorate, the more the things start to happen, you start to let go more and more and more, feeling like you are at mercy. And what the work I do and the healing that I've done is to take the reins and go, well, where do I want to go? How do I want to feel about this? What do I want to think about this? What do I want to do? Has given me and many clients an idea, a sense of control, a sense of deliberateness, a sense of forecasting, a sense of accomplishing our dreams. In the blog yesterday, I just talked about, just imagine what it would be like if you felt like you were grounded and aligned and in congruency with your values. What would it even look like or feel like? And I was asking in the blog yesterday, open your bigger mind, like sit back, close your eyes, and just access the imagination, like as Einstein says, just to access what would it be like if I had the marriage that I want? What would it be like if I really loved the job I was doing? What would I feel like? What would it look like? And I know that sounds very woo-woo, but if we are just holding back and riding life, right? There's so much resentment, there's burnout, there's feebleness. We're not living in the way that we're supposed to be living, which is living life, like really living my life, eating it up, living out loud, as they say. So my My life passion is to wake people up, is to encourage people. You get to have whatever life you want. You get to decide how you're going to show up today. You get to decide how you look at your spouse. You get to decide how you are showing up in your health, in your fitness, in your career, in your financial health, in your spiritual health, in the way you serve other people. You get to decide. Life is not happening to you. Life is not good when it's going your way and bad when it's not. Life is life. It's life. It's life. It's life. Good and bad, good and bad, good and bad, right? We're just riding the ride with the reins in our hands, moving in the directions that we want to go, thinking about, I want to go to Paris. This is the way I get there. This is how I get prepared for it. This is what I do when I get there. This is who I want to go with. Right? So I just really want to put this out to you today. The pondering is, are you living in just habit loops? I know you are, because we're human, and I am too. But can we bring some mindful awareness? What am I doing every day that I don't want to be doing anymore? Right? What am I thinking about myself every day that's holding me back? What am I thinking about my situation, my circumstances that's making me feel like, compare and despair? I'm not as good, or I'm not as equipped, or enough, or all that. What is the habit loops of my life? And then what do I want it to be? Life is so fleeting. And I know you know this. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but it is over in a second. We don't know when the turn on the road is coming. So you, me, my children, our friends, we want to be holding the reins of our horse with some partnering of the way life is coming to us, with some planning of the way life is coming. And as I've said, if you want help, I have the Inner Circle group. That's what we're doing. We're talking about mindful awareness. We're talking about, how are you sleeping, right? How are you starting your day? How are you using the bathroom? How are you moving in your relationships? How are you being creative in your world, right? We're just looking at it. We're not trying to hammer habits into place. We're not trying to, stop eating carbs. We're just mindfully aware of how we're showing up, so that we're showing up in the way that we want to be showing up. Deliberate. Okay. I love the idea that it's not intention, it's impact, right? You can have the intention that you're a good person. You can have the intention that you're doing your best. You can have all that in your mind chatter. But when you look at how you are feeling in your life, in your circumstances, in your reality, the impact of that emotionally is the way it shows up to you. How you feel is how life feels. So I would like to bring that ponder to you today. So the Inner Circle, I'm offering a sale that I've never offered before. My Inner Circle group and my unlimited yoga class studio, my online studio, is a match. We're bringing those two programs together. So if you feel like you don't have the reins, you don't even know where the reins are, you don't even know if your horses have reins, this 3-month program, it's a year program, but I'm giving it a 3-month trial if you'd like to check it out. 3 months of getting your routines grounded, getting yourself organized, getting yourself ready to be a little bit more deliberate in your life. Are you interested in doing that? Please reach out. My new Inner Circle, my 3rd Inner Circle, starts tomorrow, right? We have spots available if you're wanting to join. The women that are in it are amazingly strong women. I've known them for a really long time, and I'm so excited about working with them in this way. Do you want to join them? Or my Wednesday 11 a.m. group? The Monday night is sold out. But we have 2 other groups to fill up if you'd like to join us, to bring some grounding, some routine, some rituals in your life that you build on your own for 3 months, December, January, and February, and feel the way you want the life to feel, right? Free, joyful, productive, kind, loving, whatever it is, and balance out. All right. So ponder, where am I in a habit loop? Where am I just living unconsciously? What are these unconscious things doing to me? How is it impacting my life? How does it feel? And do I need some support in this? Do I need to help? Do I need to have some help in how I structure my mindful awareness? Do I have a place to be mindfully aware? Am I using that? And if it's with me, if it's with our inner circle, please reach out. I love this group so much. All right. Thank you so much for joining. I will see you guys next time. Ponder that for yourself today, right? It's not intention. You can have the best of intentions, but what's the impact of the way you're showing up? And do you want it to be different? If you do, then do it different. Do something different. All right. Much love to you. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. Bye.